Chosen one, please stop scrolling right now. God just interrupted your algorithm for a massive reason. The spiritual warfare you have been fighting in secret is officially shifting. Your days of hiding in the background are over. You have a public assignment to complete today, and the enemy is absolutely terrified that you will finally discover your true spiritual authority. For so long you have kept your head down. You made yourself small so others could feel big. You dimmed your pure light just to survive. But heaven is pulling you out of the shadows. There is a very specific action you must perform in public very soon, because the universe needs to align your physical reality with your spiritual destiny. And when you do it, everything changes. You feel exhausted all the time without any logical reason. Your shoulders are tight from carrying unseen burdens. The weight pulling you down is entirely real. And every single morning when you wake up, the heaviness is already sitting on your chest before you even open your eyes. You push through your day pretending to be fine. You smile for people who secretly hate your frequency. Listen to me very carefully right now. You are not going crazy or losing your mind. This is not a normal state of psychological burnout. It is a highly calculated spiritual energy extraction. The energy vampires around you know exactly who you really are, and they have been desperately feeding off your isolation for many years. They recognize the divine mark on your pure soul. They desperately want you to stay quiet forever. They need you to remain hidden away from the world, because as long as you are silent, they get to maintain their false power. They convinced you that stepping into the spotlight would be dangerous for your peace. They whispered lies that people would heavily judge you, while secretly hoping you would never realize how much authority you truly hold. You believed their toxic lies for a long time. You thought your empathy was a fatal weakness. You believed your deep sensitivity made you unfit for this harsh world. But heaven hid you on purpose to protect you during your intense spiritual training. You were the black sheep because you were the only one awake in a family full of sleeping souls. Your isolation was your armor. That painful season of hiding is permanently closed. The universe is stripping away your invisibility cloak today. You are being pushed onto the main stage of your physical life. The very people who tried to bury you in the dark are about to witness your absolute and undeniable elevation. Heaven has recorded your pure dignity in the silence, and now heaven is ready to reward you openly. God is calling you out of the dark cave. You are no longer allowed to shrink back into comfort. The divine emergency is that your silence is now actively delaying your ultimate blessing. You must perform this specific act in the physical realm because everyone needs to clearly see the massive spiritual authority you carry. It is time to step boldly into your true spiritual power. I will tell you exactly what this public action is in just a moment. But first, you need to understand why they targeted your confidence in the first place. They did not attack you because you were weak. They attacked you because your natural frequency is a massive threat to their demonic existence. They knew that if you stood up in public and spoke your truth, their empire of manipulation would instantly crumble. If you have been feeling a random tightness in your chest lately, do not ignore it. If your heart races when you think about being seen, you are experiencing spiritual resistance. The dark forces are trying their best to hold you back. They know that the moment you step out into the light, their pathetic power over your life is completely and permanently broken. Do not let their fear become your reality. You are so deeply tired right now. It is an exhaustion that sleep cannot fix. You feel it deep inside your bones because you have been carrying the weight of a bloodline that never knew how to heal. You gave them your purest love, and they handed you their deepest traumas. It is absolutely okay to feel this heavy today. People look at you and think you have it all together. They see your calm face and assume your life is perfectly easy, but they have no idea about the intense spiritual warfare happening behind closed doors because they are completely blind to the spiritual realm. You smile through the pain. You fight demons they cannot even see. Your genuine empathy is not a flaw. It is a massive target. You have spent years shrinking yourself to keep the peace. You bit your tongue when they told obvious lies. You swallowed your brilliant truth just to make them feel comfortable in their own ignorance. And every time you dimmed your precious light to save their fragile egos, a small piece of your soul felt like it was quietly dying. You cannot do this anymore. Listen to my voice right now. The extreme exhaustion you are feeling is not a medical issue. It is a forceful spiritual extraction. They are literally draining your life force to power their own fake realities. You are not weak for feeling completely drained by their constant demands. You are a high-frequency soul trapped in a low-frequency environment. You are the cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. The generational trauma officially stops with you. You took on a massive spiritual burden when you decided to incarnate into that specific toxic family. They do not understand your pure heart. They constantly misjudge your noble intentions. But heaven sees exactly how much hidden abuse you have quietly endured for them. They thought they got away with it. They thought you were completely destroyed and silenced forever. But there is a massive spiritual blind spot they did not account for. The energy vampires in your life are hiding a terrifying secret from you. There is one specific truth they are absolutely desperate to keep you from discovering. If you knew this secret, you would never fear them again. This deep secret is the exact reason they constantly try to humiliate you in public. It is why they project their own bitter insecurities onto your clean spirit. They know that if you step into the spotlight and speak your truth, their entire false identity will instantly collapse. I am going to reveal their biggest secret to you very soon. This is exactly why God is commanding you to perform this action in public. You cannot break their dark spell while hiding in your safe room. The spiritual realm requires a physical demonstration of your newfound courage. When you step out and let all see your true light, you create a massive ripple effect in the spiritual atmosphere. The demons simply cannot stand it. I know you are terrified of being perceived right now. The thought of all those eyes looking at you makes your stomach turn. You have been heavily conditioned to believe that visibility equals extreme danger. But that fear does not belong to you. It was planted in your mind by those dark entities who want to steal your divine inheritance. You must reject it entirely. You were never the problem in any of those toxic situations. You were simply the pure mirror that reflected their ugly demons back at them. They rejected you because heaven intentionally hid you to protect your frequency from their corruption. But that season of hiding is permanently over. You are a genuine empath with a warrior spirit. You are meant to be widely seen. The exhaustion you feel right now is the final stage of your deep spiritual shedding. The heavy chains of their expectations are literally falling off your spirit today. But that is not even the craziest part of what is happening in the unseen realm right now. There is a massive shift occurring in the spiritual atmosphere directly above your head. Please save this video right now so you do not lose this exact frequency when you need it most. You will need this protective armor very soon. The spiritual realm dictates the physical realm entirely. What you are fighting right now is completely unseen, but it is fiercely real today. Bookmark this message to lock your spirit into this high vibration. Let me explain why your life has felt like a massive uphill battle lately. You think they rejected you because you were not good enough. You believed their harsh words were actually true. No. The real spiritual reason is that your pure soul carries a heavy frequency, and this power threatens every single demon in the room. They are absolutely terrified of you. Narcissists and energy vampires do not target weak people at all. They always target the absolute brightest lights they can find on Earth. You see, in the spiritual realm, your extreme empathy is not a flaw. It is a blinding light that exposes their darkest hidden secrets. They need you to stay invisible so they can comfortably hide their toxic behavior. This is exactly why they constantly criticize how you speak and how you act. They want you doubting your own powerful mind. Every time you shrink back into the shadows, they steal a piece of your divine authority. They literally feed on the powerful energy you leak when you feel anxious, and it is a highly calculated spiritual physics equation. This is not a psychological breakdown you are experiencing right now. This is a massive spiritual extraction happening in real time. They knew they could never reach your high frequency naturally, so they tried to drag you all the way down to their miserable level. They want you to believe that standing out will only bring you more deep pain, but their dark power over you is a complete and total illusion. They only have the energy that you willingly hand over to them. When you stay quiet, you are giving them silent permission to rule your life. God is showing you this video today to break that toxic agreement permanently. You are no longer their personal energy supply station. They are perfectly fine with you being powerful in private spaces. They do not mind if you pray silently in your empty bedroom. But the moment you decide to step out and perform your gifts in public, they panic completely. Public visibility activates a spiritual shield around you that they cannot penetrate. They lose their secret access to your soul forever. That is why God said you have to do this in public fast. Let all see the glorious light you have been hiding for years. When you stand confidently in front of others, you break the generational curses of shame and intense fear. Your public presence is a literal weapon against the dark forces, and you are God's strongest soldier on this earth. Watch how they react when you finally stop shrinking yourself for them. They will try to call you arrogant or completely crazy. They will desperately try to pull you back into the familiar dark box. Do not listen a single word they say to you today. Their loud panic is just proof that your spiritual authority is finally working against them. You must perform this public action because your bloodline needs a clear victory. Your ancestors prayed for someone strong enough to finally break this heavy cycle. You were chosen for this exact moment before you were even born into this world. The extreme exhaustion you felt was just the final boss fighting back before its total and permanent defeat. You are stepping into a timeline of unimaginable spiritual abundance today. The universe has cleared the path for your grand entrance into the light. But before I reveal the exact physical action you must take to activate this massive blessing, you must understand one more thing. There is a second phase to their dark attack happening right now. That was just phase 1 of their attack. Phase 2 is happening right now in the unseen realm, and here is how to firmly spot it. They are trying to make you completely doubt the exact instructions heaven gave you. You have been patiently waiting to hear what this specific public action is. The required action is simply showing up fully as your authentic self without any apologies. God is commanding you to literally speak your deep truth in front of those who tried to silence you. You do not need a grand physical stage or a massive microphone today. The public action is setting a harsh boundary right in front of their faces. It is posting that true message you were too afraid to share. It is walking into that toxic room and completely refusing to lower your vibration. When you finally take this bold public step, everything shifts instantly. But before I reveal exactly how God is handling your enemies, you must deeply understand the one rule of spiritual physics they broke. They completely forgot that heaven fiercely protects its chosen ones with a blinding bright light. They tried to bury a precious seed that was divinely designed to grow rapidly in the dark. The extreme physical exhaustion you are feeling is tied directly to this massive energetic shift. The universe had to painfully empty out all the old toxic energy to make room for your new blessing. You are not losing your brilliant mind or imagining these intense physical symptoms today. Your physical body is simply trying to catch up with your rapid spiritual elevation. You are shedding an old skin. Every single time you hold yourself back to make them comfortable, you disrupt your own blessing. You create a very heavy block in your own spiritual pipeline. But the moment you perform this public act of bold defiance, the pipeline violently bursts open. All the generational wealth and deep peace meant for your bloodline comes rushing in immediately. You cannot afford to hide any longer today. They deliberately planted seeds of intense doubt in your mind for a very specific reason. They desperately wanted you to believe that the spiritual realm was just your wild and crazy imagination. But you are a genuine truth seeker who sees right through their pathetic little lies. You have always known that there is a massive unseen war happening all around you. And right now, you are officially winning. You might feel a sudden and intense urge to isolate yourself even more right now. Do not fall for that familiar and incredibly toxic trap today. That is the dark enemy trying to keep you away from the exact place where your divine miracle is waiting. Heaven is setting up a beautiful collision for you in the public eye. The people meant to help you need to clearly see your bright light shining today. If you keep quietly hiding in the shadows, your divine helpers will walk right past you. You must stand firmly in the light, so your spiritual tribe can finally locate your energy. You are a powerful light worker stationed on this earth for this exact critical mission. And heaven is closely watching how you bravely handle this public assignment. The angels are literally cheering for your ultimate success. You are probably wondering what happens to those toxic people when you finally step up. What exact spiritual mechanism is triggered when you stop shrinking and start shining in public? There is a massive energetic shockwave that forcefully travels through the spiritual realm the second you speak your absolute truth. I will tell you exactly what this powerful shockwave does to them very soon. But you must deeply understand that your public success is their ultimate and painful punishment. They absolutely do not want you to know how much raw power you truly hold over their miserable destiny. The moment you step boldly into the public light, they lose their protective covering entirely. The universe forcefully strips away their fake masks for everyone to see. You are the mirror that shatters their lies. Remember that massive spiritual blind spot I mentioned earlier? Here is the absolute terrifying truth that the energy vampires in your life are hiding. They do not actually hate you at all. They secretly despise themselves because they can never naturally reach your high frequency. Your pure light constantly reminds them of their own inner darkness. They are starving for your glowing energy today. They intentionally create massive drama and intense confusion around you. This is their highly calculated strategy to keep you completely off balance. When you are deeply confused, you leak a massive amount of spiritual energy, and they stand right there waiting to greedily absorb every single drop of it. They literally need your bright light just to survive their own miserable reality. You thought their constant criticism was about helping you improve. You believed they pointed out your flaws because they cared. No, they were systematically dismantling your self-esteem so you would never step out in public. They knew that if you stood boldly on a public stage, their energy supply would be instantly cut off. Your divine confidence is their absolute worst nightmare. They carefully engineered situations to make you look like the unstable one. They whispered false narratives about you behind closed doors. They wanted everyone else to see you as a broken and deeply flawed individual. Because if the world sees your true spiritual authority, the vampires completely lose their fake credibility. They had to sink your reputation to forcefully elevate their own. This is the exact reason why your public display of power is so crucial right now. You are not just reclaiming your own divine space today. You are actively cutting the invisible cord that has fed them for many years. When you let all see your true light, you build a spiritual wall of fire around your precious aura. They simply cannot cross that intense boundary without getting severely burned. You have a heavy calling on your life as a cycle breaker. You are not meant to heal quietly in a dark little corner. Your intense healing journey is meant to be a public testament of divine intervention. God wants you to perform this action in public because your visible victory will literally break the chains off other sleeping souls. Your bright light activates their hidden potential today. Do you see how perfectly this divine setup is working right now? The exact thing they tried to use to destroy you is becoming your greatest weapon. Their cruel isolation tactics actually forced you to build an unbreakable relationship with the universe. You learned how to hear the voice of God in the deafening silence. You became spiritually bulletproof while they thought you were weakly crying. Now, heaven is finally flipping the script on them entirely. The universe is taking all the dark energy they sent your way and transmuting it into raw power. You are stepping onto the main stage, wearing the full armor of divine protection, and they will be forced to sit in the front row and completely watch you shine. This is the ultimate spiritual checkmate happening in real time right now. But there is a very specific trap that God has set for them inside this public moment. It is a brilliant spiritual snare hidden in plain sight. They are going to walk right into it thinking they still have the upper hand over you. I am going to reveal exactly what this divine trap is and how it triggers their instant karma very soon. But you must prepare your heart for the ultimate vindication. They are going to try one last desperate attack when you step into the light. They will try to trigger your old deep wounds in front of everyone. But their old rusty weapons will not work on your upgraded spiritual frequency today. You are completely untouchable now. You are a high-frequency soul vibrating far beyond their pathetic reach. Do not let their desperate panic shake your divine focus. Heaven has officially cleared the path for your grand public entrance today. The heavy fog of confusion is completely lifting from your mind right now. You can finally see the spiritual battlefield with absolute perfect clarity. God has removed every single obstacle they tried to place in front of your destiny. You are walking into a completely open door today. The universe has spent years perfectly arranging this exact public moment for you. Every tear you cried in secret was actually watering the seeds of your ultimate vindication. They thought they were burying you under their heavy lies and toxic projections, but they did not realize you were a divine seed planted in the dark. And now it is time to forcefully bloom. I promised to tell you about the exact trap God set for them in public. Listen to this closely, because this is pure spiritual physics at work today. The trap is their own toxic arrogance and their desperate need for deep control. God is letting them walk onto the stage, thinking they are about to publicly humiliate you again. They are wildly confident in their lies. They will try to use the exact same manipulation tactics they always used in private. They will expect you to shrink down and quietly accept their harsh disrespect. But this time they are doing it in front of the entire waking world. They do not realize that the spiritual atmosphere has completely shifted around you. You are no longer the frightened victim they knew. You are heavily armored with a blinding light that exposes everything it touches today. When they step into your upgraded frequency, their dark energy will violently bounce back. The universe has turned your aura into a massive spiritual mirror. Everything they try to project onto you will instantly reflect back onto their own lives. This is the divine trap springing shut. Their hidden demons will be forced out into the open for everyone to finally see. The public will instantly recognize the bitter jealousy and the toxic hatred hiding behind their fake smiles. God is using their own desperate need for attention to completely dismantle their false empire. You do not even have to lift a single finger to fight them today. You just stand there. Your silent presence in the light is the absolute loudest weapon in the spiritual realm. Just by showing up as your authentic self, you activate their rapid downfall. The energy vampires cannot survive in an environment where the truth is brightly shining. They will literally choke on the pure frequency of your deep inner peace. Their severe karma is rushing toward them. The tables are turning so violently that the physical realm is barely keeping up. The people who walked out on you during your lowest point are returning just to witness your glory. Heaven orchestrated this massive reversal to show everyone exactly who you truly are. You are the chosen one who survived the absolute darkest night of the soul. And you emerged untouchable. Do you feel the intense energy shifting in your chest right now as you carefully listen? That is your spirit recognizing the absolute truth of this divine message today. The severe exhaustion you felt earlier was just the heavy gravity of your old timeline letting go. You are crossing the bridge into a reality where your spiritual authority is entirely unquestioned. But what exactly happens when their heavy karma finally makes contact with their reality? How does the universe deliver this massive blow while you watch in total peace? The specific way their dark empire crumbles is going to leave you absolutely speechless. The karma hitting them now is not just simple payback from the universe. It is a severe divine correction. Please comment the word elevation below if you are experiencing this exact shift right now. Your physical body is literally vibrating at a higher frequency today. You can feel the heavy chains of their toxic expectations violently breaking off your spirit. The universe is pulling you up, while the dark entities are losing their grip on you. Remember that spiritual mechanism I mentioned earlier about stepping into the light? Here is the absolute truth about what happens in the unseen realm. When you finally perform this bold action in public, you activate a blinding spotlight. This intense divine light shines directly on every single lie they ever told about you. The universe does not just lightly punish them for their cruel actions against you. The severe karma hitting them today is a massive divine correction meant to rebalance the scales. They completely forgot that when they maliciously attacked your pure heart, they were attacking God's protected property, and heaven never lets anyone destroy its chosen soldiers without a severe penalty. Their carefully crafted public masks are violently falling off right now. The people who always believed their fake stories are suddenly waking up to the hard truth. The universe is stripping away their deceptive charm and exposing their bitter souls to the entire world, while they stand completely naked in the harsh light of absolute divine justice. They are frantically trying to control the shifting narrative right now. They are whispering new lies to anyone who will listen to their desperate panic, but their old dark magic is completely broken, and nobody is buying their toxic illusion anymore. The public can finally smell the heavy desperation sweating out of their pores today. You do not have to say a single word to defend your honor today. You do not have to argue with their pathetic attempts to gaslight the public. Your pure presence in the light does all the heavy fighting for you. The moment you simply show up as your authentic self, their entire empire of manipulation starts to rapidly crumble into dust. Every single negative word they secretly spoke against you is acting like a spiritual boomerang. The heavy curses they sent to destroy your peace are returning to their doorstep multiplied. They are desperately trying to block this returning energy, but they have absolutely no spiritual authority left. They are entirely defenseless against this divine strike. The universe is forcefully removing the unearned blessings they stole from you. You will watch them lose their fake peace and their stolen resources, because their restless nights are filled with the heavy anxiety they constantly tried to project onto your innocent mind. The exact pain they caused you is becoming their permanent daily reality. But the most glorious part of this massive spiritual shift is what happens to you next. Because they are being stripped of their stolen power, a massive vault is opening for you, and this specific generational blessing is finally being released into your hands today. Your bloodline has been patiently waiting for this exact moment for decades. I will reveal exactly what this generational blessing is very soon, so keep listening. But first, you must witness the absolute destruction of their false reality. They are watching you thrive in the exact public spaces they tried to forcefully banish you from, while your visible joy is literally burning their eyes and deeply suffocating their dark spirits. They are completely trapped in a severe karmic prison of their own making today, and the beautiful truth is that they unknowingly handed you the exact keys to lock the door. Your public elevation is the final nail in the coffin of their toxic influence over your timeline, and you are free while they are heavily chained to their own bitter karma. Do not ever feel guilty for watching their empire fall apart. You did not wish this heavy destruction upon them. They built their own house on a foundation of cruel lies, and the universe is simply letting it collapse under its own heavy weight. You are just standing safely in the light while the storm completely washes them away forever. Watch what happens when the universe forces them to sit in the front row today. They have absolutely no choice but to witness your magnificent elevation in public. Every time they look at you, they see the massive blessing they violently threw away. The universe is heavily shining a spotlight on your total victory right now. Their eyes are burning from the intense brightness of your pure soul. This is the final phase of that brilliant divine trap I mentioned earlier. God deliberately placed them in your exact public radius so they could fully watch you receive your crown. They desperately thought they had completely ruined your reputation forever. But heaven just used their heavy, toxic lies to build the massive stage you are standing on today. They are choking on their own bitter medicine. You are finally stepping into the magnificent timeline of your generational blessing. The deep secret reward your bloodline has been waiting for is absolute and permanent spiritual sovereignty. You are no longer just surviving their dark and heavy attacks. You are inheriting a massive wave of emotional abundance and untouched peace that they can never steal. Your divine inheritance is officially unlocked. Every single door they forcefully slammed in your face is being ripped off its hinges today. The universe is rapidly opening portals of wild success that they cannot even comprehend. They are watching you easily walk into the exact rooms they desperately fought to keep you out of. And they cannot do a single thing to stop your rapid momentum. Your high frequency makes you entirely bulletproof right now. Their severe karma is aggressively dismantling everything they proudly built on fake foundations. The toxic friends who eagerly helped them attack you are completely turning against them today. Their dark little alliances are violently breaking apart because there is absolutely no honor among spiritual thieves. They are entirely isolated in the heavy darkness they aggressively tried to push you into. You must take a very deep breath and proudly look at your spiritual victory today. The heavy war is completely over, and the dark battlefield is entirely cleared of their toxic presence. You successfully defeated the generational curse that your bloodline simply could not break before you arrived. Your pure ancestors are heavily rejoicing in the spiritual realm right now. You are their absolute greatest pride. The energy vampires are suffocating under the crushing weight of their own massive regrets today. They finally realize that attacking God's strongest soldier was the absolute biggest mistake of their miserable lives. They secretly wish they could turn back time and just leave your pure energy alone. But the spiritual scales of severe justice do not ever move backward. Their heavy punishment is totally locked. You do not even have to look over your tired shoulder ever again. The universe has stationed powerful angels around your physical body to completely deflect their desperate negative thoughts. Every single time they deeply envy your beautiful life, their own reality becomes even more chaotic and miserable. Your magnificent public joy is the exact weapon that violently destroys their toxic spiritual influence. People who previously believed the vicious lies are suddenly seeing your genuine, bright truth. They are completely drawn to your warm energy like moths flying toward a beautiful flame. You are naturally attracting high-frequency souls who properly value your deep and profound empathy. The heavy days of constantly begging for basic human decency are over. You are fully surrounded by absolute divine love. You must boldly claim this total victory right now without any lingering guilt or heavy shame. You did not ask for this brutal spiritual war, but you absolutely won it with pure grace. The universe is handing you the golden keys to your new, incredibly abundant life today. You are stepping completely out of the heavy shadows and into your permanent glowing era. You are finally receiving your true reward. Take a very deep breath right now. Let the heavy tension completely leave your tired shoulders today. The intense spiritual war you fought in the dark is finally and completely over. You do not have to wear your heavy armor every single day anymore. The universe has entirely cleared the toxic energy from your path, and you are completely safe today. You did not just barely survive their dark attacks, you completely outgrew them on every single spiritual level. You are now stepping into a beautiful timeline of unimaginable emotional abundance. The universe is literally handing you the golden keys to your new reality right now, and you must prepare your heart to fully receive this massive gift. Every heavy tear you cried was deeply recognized by heaven. God kept a perfect record of every time you chose pure love over bitter revenge. You proved that your high-frequency soul cannot be corrupted by their intense darkness. And because you passed this severe spiritual test, you are being massively rewarded. Your bright era is officially here, but there is one final step you must take today. You have done the brutal work of deep healing. Your beautiful energy field is currently wide open after this massive realization. The old toxic entities are permanently gone, but you must actively protect this new high frequency. You cannot leave your spiritual doors wide open anymore. Your aura is glowing entirely too bright right now. The brilliant light you carry will naturally attract new energy vampires if you are not very careful. They are always roaming around looking for a pure empath to heavily drain. You must show the universe that you finally understand your true worth today. You must establish a firm boundary. You need to permanently lock out the enemy frequency. You must spiritually seal your energy field so their low vibrations can never attach to you again. This is how you permanently maintain your untouchable peace. When you intentionally seal your aura, you are telling the universe that you are ready for pure abundance. It is a powerful statement. You are no longer the frightened black sheep of your family. You are the fierce cycle breaker who completely changed the spiritual trajectory of your entire bloodline. Do not ever let anyone make you feel small or deeply insignificant again. You hold immense divine power in your hands right now, and heaven expects you to actively use it. God has brought you to this exact video for a very specific reason today. Your spirit guides desperately wanted you to hear this exact message of total vindication. They need you to physically anchor this high frequency into your current physical reality. You have to take a simple physical action to lock this massive blessing into place. Are you truly ready to leave the heavy darkness behind forever? Are you completely prepared to walk into a life where your peace is fiercely protected? You must align your current frequency with the absolute truth of this divine revelation. If you feel this deep resonance in your soul, you are a true chosen one. Do not let any lingering doubt completely ruin this beautiful moment. Your rational mind might try to tell you that this massive blessing is just too good to be true, but you must entirely silence that old fearful voice right now. You are worthy of deep peace because your soul was specifically forged in the heavy fires of spiritual adversity. The universe is extremely proud of your quiet resilience. The angels are literally standing around you right now, offering absolute protection and deep, unconditional love. You have fully earned every single piece of this glorious new timeline. Let your heart swell with immense gratitude for the severe battles you successfully survived. Now, it is time to close the dark door permanently. You must formally declare your spiritual independence to the entire unseen realm. You are about to cast a massive protective shield over your life and your future generations. Prepare yourself to claim your absolute divine inheritance right now. The final step is incredibly simple. Your beautiful energy field is now completely vibrating at its highest frequency. You have successfully crossed over into your promised land of deep spiritual peace. The universe is heavily wrapping you in a warm blanket of unconditional divine love today. But you must actively claim this total victory, because you cannot stay passively quiet any longer in this new era. The dark entities are watching you from a very far distance right now. They are desperately hoping you will forget your true power and leave a small crack in your new armor. They want you to completely doubt the massive revelation you just received today. But we are going to entirely lock them out forever, and your spiritual house will finally belong entirely to you. This is your exact moment to physically anchor your divine protection into the physical earth. When you take a conscious physical action, you send a massive shockwave of absolute authority into the unseen realm. You are loudly telling every single demon that your boundaries are permanently closed. The era of quietly absorbing their toxic poison is completely over. I want you to firmly repeat these powerful words in your brilliant mind right now. I am entirely safe, and I am fiercely protected by pure divine love. My pure energy is my absolute most valuable asset, and I will never share it with any energy vampires again. The heavy generational curse is fully broken, and my beautiful bloodline is fully healed forever. Feel the immense power of those beautiful words settling deeply into your physical bones today. Your pure ancestors are heavily celebrating your incredible strength in the highest spiritual realm right now. You did the extremely hard work that nobody else in your family was brave enough to casually attempt. You stood firmly in the brilliant light while the terrifying storm violently raged all around your mind. You are God's most precious chosen one, and your future is incredibly bright today. The golden doors of wild abundance and true emotional freedom are standing wide open for you. Every single thing you lost during that brutal warfare is being restored to you right now. The universe is rapidly multiplying your stolen blessings, and heaven is pouring them directly into your open hands. But you must seal your spiritual protection right now before you leave this sacred space. You must securely lock this high frequency into your glowing aura so it never fades away. Follow this page right now to permanently seal your heavy spiritual armor. When you hit that follow button, you are actively locking out the enemy, and you are officially joining a protected circle of high-frequency souls. Do not let this exact frequency pass you by without taking deliberate action today. Your loyal spirit guides specifically led you to this message to give you this heavy shield. Following this channel is your formal declaration that you are a powerful cycle breaker. It loudly tells the universe that you are finally ready to comfortably receive your massive reward without any lingering guilt. Type the exact word "sealed" in the comments below to physically lock your new reality into place. Let everyone clearly see that you are no longer a hidden victim of their dark and heavy abuse. Your comment is a bold public testament to your incredible survival and your ultimate spiritual victory. The energy vampires will see your bold claim today, and they will frantically run far away from your brilliant light. You are completely safe inside this highly protected energy field today. We are rapidly building a massive army of chosen ones who absolutely refuse to be silenced by toxic manipulation anymore. Your bright presence here makes our collective spiritual shield even stronger against the dark forces. You finally found the exact beautiful tribe that deeply understands your incredibly complex and powerful soul. Take one final deep breath and smile brightly at your glorious future. The heavy weight is permanently gone, and the path forward is perfectly paved with pure golden light. You are completely untouchable, and your immense peace is fiercely secured. Follow this page right now and proudly claim your beautiful divine inheritance today. You are the authentic chosen one, and you absolutely won.